Hello guys and welcome back to This is the Police. My name is Tainara and we're gonna continue this fun and epic game. Last time we were here we did get somewhere, did a press conference, didn't go so well. Day 5, it didn't go a week even. Let's see now. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Okay. A third police officer Tom Blaine shoots pregnant woman. Major orders. City has no problems with racists. Alright. Let's go to work, see if the car starts this time. Or if it breaks down.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn.
Pontiac. Car. A broken shotgun. Apparently a treasure chest. Ah, drugs.
I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time.
Interesting.
But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Interesting.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead.
Oh,
You know me,
so...
Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
Alright, so we have an option here. Either I help Kendrick and get involved with the Mafia, or I don't help Kendrick and kill his family and him. Well, apparently me and Kendrick has gone back way in the time, so I'm probably gonna be out out of the forest. Anyway, so let's agree. Fucking hell.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank. At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in.
Yeah.
I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city. And I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once. Sometimes with a little pride, even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago.
I think I did the wrong
Sound
choice.
right to you?
Now he blames me. Finally, car works. I was up all night reading exactly decorated stories, Lost Temptation of Neptune, but didn't have time to get to the ending. I'm almost certain the killer was General in the house cat. You know, I simply cannot rest until I know for sure. Can I go home and finish the book? No. Bunch, you're here. So this is our team for the day. Shift A. We have these two guys that are really epic. We have Flowers that getting up in the ranks. We have Grant that mediocre. She's below average, I think. I think our average was 150. Then we have these two. They look the same. They are the same bad. So let's start today. See what we can do about this. Choose a song to play. Let's go with this one today. Don't You Leave Me Here, yeah. Sounds like a good song. Yes. No matter your personal relationship with the city administration, your police station is at their mercy. God damn it. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have sent appropriate requests to the mayor. I don't want fairs. City Hall. Descriptions from City Hall. Decisions, not descriptions. Decisions from the City Hall depends on wherever you're satisfied with your work. You can send a request every 5 days. The fools in charge of the city may refuse outright or accept only some of your requests. So only ask for what you really need. Right, what you need. SWAT team upgrade would be good, but I haven't used them yet. Detectives are nice and I really would like a raise. But let's go with officer. He wants me to fire all the black cops though. But I don't want to fire this guy, he is too good. Shift B has one. Austin, I could fire her, but I don't have any good reasons to fire her. So I don't really want to do this. I don't want to No. Even not for their safety. No. Let's go. Let's go. Disorderly conduct. Eddie's Burgers. Every morning there's dirty piss-soaked bum sleeping on the cafe. The man refuses to go away. He growls at anyone who approaches, screaming, scaring all the customers. Alright, we're gonna send you and Grant on this one. It seems like a similarly simple job, but I'm guessing I'm taking it for granted that he's armed with something. Oh, robbery. Witness looked from her window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered the nearby liquor store. Randall, Robbins, and Bunch Jr. We don't gonna use the SWAT yet. I would like to have them, but I'm guessing this is building up to something else. I'm just too cautious about this. 14. Fight. Residential area. Hot dog vendor reports that he saw two Elvis impersonations grabbing right there on the sidewalk. They were swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. I think Stonewall can take that on his own, actually. I have faith in him that he is that good. Because these two need to... Okay, report. You guys suck! Take my salary. Yeah, tomorrow's the deadline, I know.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Okay. The shop has two exits, which a few people have already fled. Sneak back on the front door, enter store through the main entrance, drive a patrol car through the front window. I so badly wanted to use this, but I still want to be popular, so let's sneak up the back door. Stick-up man noticed the police presence. He took the cashier hostage. He's holding a gun to the hostage head, shouting, "Back off or I will blow his goddamn face off!" Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. You're quiet, Abdul. You're just making things more complicated. Oh, this game is racist. You in a mask, drop down and... The robber groans visibly nervously. "Don't shoot, please. I just need the money. I'll take a bit and go. No one was hurt. The cashier begins to cry. Shoot robber. The suitcase up to the shop in cuffs and in the body bag.
910B complete.
What? How the fuck did he escape and kill one of my officers? Well, it was the bad one, so I'm not that terribly sorry for it. But what the fuck? You were 3 guys against 1! Ugh, you guys suck so bad. I should just have shot him. Robbery City Center. Let's go fucking... Why are you not here? Get Mossy as backup. Oh fuck, there was one more. Okay, now this is just... Jack, this year's organization of Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of the annual shooting contest. Now it features teams instead of single competitions. Can you send 2 of your finest marksmen? I'd really love to do well in this competition. Grant, Flowers, go. Oh. Yes. It's hot one today. A lot of people is going to swim. Go for a swim. Last week 4 people drowned because on the beach of Fieldbug, and the press was in an uproar. Fucking hell, I can't read. I need more coffee. Please send someone to keep an eye on things. Bunch, send. You two, Flowers, Grant. Grant, send.
311.
Fight, report. Off escort, unharmed. Look at him! Being the master in this fucking pit. It was... He had... I could have sent 3 officers. I sent 1. He got there. Done. Done. Nothing else to report.
12 in progress.
God damn it. Oh! Destruction of property, Grand Hall. At the Galleria exhibition. Wait. Sex operation. A gang of youth people in ski masks forced their way in and began to smash the exhibits, shouting, "We don't need this in our... This shit in our city." Oh, can you wait? I gotta play it cool. I have 12 seconds. Please, someone get back here. 9, 8, 7. Oh, there we go. I had to play it cool. Bao Lang, the victim. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation, and I was going to pawn an antique necklace, which has been in our family for many centuries. I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop. Someone ripped the bag from my shoulder and disappeared. I didn't have time to do anything, not even cry out. Right, so we have sequences, this one and this one. Let's go with the next one here. The officer was on a... the offender was on a motorcycle. He drove down the road, grabbing the bag, and then escaped. I tried to race after him, but I didn't even have time to see if it was a man or a woman. I couldn't see his face. He was dressed in a jacket like other bikers who hang around the street corners. It was definitely not a local biker. He had bald and they are bald and have beards, but this guy looked Asian, probably Japanese or Chinese. I didn't see a weapon in hand. I just saw him grab her bag and ride off. That's the clues we have. Don't have much, so hopefully we get more frames on that in coming days. Actually gonna grab this guy. What are we? We're shift A. As we had one killed, we have to do that. Report. We did it, Boyd. We won. That Ernest really knows how a lot about shooting, even taught us a thing or two. He invited us to out to Houghton and celebrate the victory, so we are taking the day off. We deserve it. Fuck you! Damn it! I lost 2 of my good officers.
212.
Okay, report. Oh my god! Slow fucking asses. Okay, robbery report. Got some new frames here. Open up. I mean, he drew up, drew away, took her bag. So this one, this is actually pinned. Can't move it. So that, and that. Kao Yinglin, Chinese immigrant, recently expelled from the university. Okay, go for it. Suspect location. Our detectives have information of the whereabouts of the suspect. Sometimes there might be a number of locations to choose from. Proceed, please. Let's go here then. To carry out the arrest, 2 officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. If the lead investigator is not on duty, the arrest will have to wait. But remember that fugitives don't sit patiently until your schedule clears. Also remember that criminals will react differently in ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game is up. A brutal killer might want to see how many he can take with him. With dangerous criminals, it's safer to send experienced officers and even a SWAT team if you see fit. So, Stonewall and fucking have a neat bunch to get leveled up. So, let's go! Homicide.
211 in progress.
Detective Sims. We got 3 new frames. Open investigation. I can't remember this investigation. They drove by in a sedan, then shot it like a machine gun. It didn't seem much. I only heard a few muffled shots. He got what he deserved. Recently been lots of cursing and carrying on. I don't remember the car. The neighborhood was quiet. I never heard any shots. The police these days do nothing. I almost died myself when I went to buy some medicine. I was nearly hit by some idiot's car. Isn't this the right sequence? He's been causing trouble for a long time. Recently there have been a lot of cursing. I mean, this is the thing though. Could it be this? Because an Uzi is kind of... They shot like a machine gun. It didn't see much. But this was silent. Could it be in this? I only had a few muffled shots. It must be this one. There we go! Travis Orton, known racist, who already has several precious convicts. Oh wait, we need to do this. Oh, I only have 1 fucking officer. Vandalism. A guard went out to smoke. I saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of the building. I chased the brat up the tree. I can't take it down from the Robbins. You are almost skilled enough to do this. Now I need to work. $1 is back. Sadly, Bunch is back. I didn't have time to do that. Offender caught. Nice. Case closed. You were able to arrest all suspects. Good. Something finally went well. Damn it.
211 complete.
Man, listen though. Oh, of course. Could have imagined that would end the day. Looks like tomorrow is gonna be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. Alright, close that. Cutscene, okay. We lost Bunch Jr. Brunch. Birch? I don't care. We lost someone. He was not good enough. This is what things is, basically. We replaced him soon enough. Checkpoint. Day 6. The Golden Bird. Thomas Blaine. Pregnant woman killer sent to mental hospital. Okay. According to Dr. Eleonora Wattsbury, Thomas Blaine has a new form of schizophrenia. Okay. Major Rogers, not afraid of the competition. Good work. I would be surprised if that car actually starts with the first try sometimes. Just to spice things up.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and
One of those
left.
portables.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is a
Okay,
bit
let's see
old.
about this.
Mafia has recruited you. Welcome to the gang.
Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo, but I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in. My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse.
Yeah. Claire!
Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that.
Ooh.
Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
That sounds bad.
8 in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. Gotta let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
So, my friend crashed into someone's car at an intersection and she's in Tainara. Can I go help her out? Fine, you are one of the good guys, but yeah, sure, do it. So let's start this day. We have a bit of fewer officers here, but I think we have a good team going on. Let's go with the bananas or whatever these are. Sweet ginger green. Sweet ginger green. You haven't had it before? It was good. Let's go. Gang member. Kusan Lee turned out to be a member of the gang called the Red Masks. He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. Ah, fuck. Yeah, accept them. Gang hunt. These are cool things. I didn't know this feature were in the game. There are a number of gangs in Freeburg, and it means there are bounties to collect. Some of the criminals you came across will be members of a gang or another. In exchange for immunity, they may be willing to give up their bosses. Nyang Hee. Start to investigate. In this way you can get your hooks into gang members higher and higher up the chain. The ultimate takedown and ultimately take down the boss. If you arrest the boss, the gang will be finished and you will claim a reward. Interesting. There's also a reward for formally charging a gang member. Whenever you arrest a gang member, you get a bonus. But you deal with that person is over. Don't settle for small fish. Use smaller fish to catch big fish. Proceed. I can arrest him for 20 bonus. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go for this. Start investigation. Let's go mall and get the Bito as a assistant. Proceed. Still have this one though. Sims. She's from the next shift. We can't do anything here now. City Hall. Bao Lang gave several interviews in which she spoke about approaches committed by the Red Mask gang. She established a lot and distorted the facts. If you want to keep people from panicking, you need to take down the gang within the next 4 fucking days. Fine, Ladderbuck. You swore an oath to serve the city. If you can't keep my promises, we don't keep ours. You can hire one more police officer. Why shouldn't I be one of these ones? Because hire for shift B. Hire for shift B. Shift B are undermanned, so we need to get them up to speed. So, you have any affairs? No, we don't have. Close.
410A in progress.
Attempted murder. Tabaski, take prize with you. I'm just doing this to get him up, or her up the investigation I started. Receiving stolen property. Nanghi is a faithful assistant. A founding member of the gang. He is entrusted with the most serious jobs. Necklace. Ninghi keeps his more valuable prizes at home while he arranges their sale. Then he brings them to the Wise Dragon restaurant on the day before he's planning to make the deal. The gang must have had an imminent buyer of the necklace, so Ninghi brought it to the restaurant the same night it was stolen. Ninghi has the key to the restaurant. Valuables are kept in a safe under the bar. Right, close. Can't do much about it. Homicide, we can't do much about that either, because that's the night shift. So, what happened to my music? Let's have music to play with this game. There's something in the background.
410A complete.
Attempted murder. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Price get up. Take a bow. You did good.
113B in progress.
Right. Carjacking. Suburb. Parking lot attendant Dylan Burns reported seeing a teenager walking between cars, trying to handle in hopes of finding an unlocked vehicle. Before the attendant could approach him, the teenager found an unlocked car, shot himself inside. A few seconds later, the teen drew, shrieking out from the parking lot. Greatly exceeding the speed limit, he fled towards the suburbs. Prudy, take Austin, go. Next, please. You two are back, good. Slow shift today, eh?
Officer on scene.
Officer says
We have a
determined
situation
the car theft location. Catch up with him in the stolen door and open fire. Overtake the criminal and take him out. Overtake the criminal and attempt to take him to custody. Overtake the criminal and block the road. Take him to custody.
113B complete.
Fucking hell! Prudy. I'm disappointed. Here we got something. Hostage situation suburb. A weeping child called in saying that someone was holding him against the wall. His wall won't let me go outside. They torture me and bully me. I don't think I can keep going. I want to go outside and see Pete. Doesn't seem too severe at first glance, because I think it's just a kid that wants to go outside and play, and he's just making up things to get out. I don't know if this game has that thing though. I'm sending two of my most useless officers to it, so they're there.
911 in progress.
Theft. Sending my best officers on this one. Received a call from an angry casino patron. He claims that one of the casino girls that has been hanging around his table lifted his wallet, which was carrying a couple of $1,000 in cash and several credit cards. The casino security shoved him outside, saying that he was drunk, but the man isn't giving up so easily. Proceed. He probably has a gun. I'm gonna lose my best officer. Fucking hell. Jack, we are dealing with a moron who refuses to repay his debts, saying that the police will protect him. I think it's time to show me whose side the police are on. Prudy, go. Report this one. Yeah. False alarm. Joseph Florida mother wouldn't let him go outside and play until he ate his broccoli. I thought it was one of those. I didn't get anything for it though. It's bad. I wouldn't mind getting like some 2 or 5 in skills upgrade.
911.
Theft. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. And my best officer just got better. Well, the best officer in Shift B.
412 in progress.
Assault with a deadly weapon. Looking at the parking lot, a security guard stopped a suspicious looking van and asked to check the driver's membership card. A female driver reached casually into the glove compartment and pulled out a gun and opened fire. Might be getting rid of Pierce. So, proceed. Rudy's back. Kochi's back.
Looks like we have a situation
Police
here.
cruiser has caught up with the Predator's van. Shoot out the criminal's tires. Use bullhorn to order the van to stop. Run the van off the road. The van takes a sharp turn and crashes through the window of a, of a sex shop. A woman exits the vehicle and grabs the shop attendant and puts a gun to his head. Throw a rubber sex doll at the assailant. This game is beautiful, man. So fucking good. Shoot criminal in the head.
412.
Oh my god, guys. Perfect! Perfect! Now we're talking. I'm so proud of you guys. Aww. Do I get a more call or is it just done now? Report this one. Here's the key. Wait. Under bar. There we go. Chinese immigrant hasn't officially worked anywhere for the last 10 years. Close. The best guys we have. Go get him, boys. Go get him. Let's bring this little fuckface into custody and see if he can be our informant, so we can take down the big boss. I don't know why I'm gonna use the cash till though. I have a lot of cash, but I don't use it apparently. I don't know. Report. Offender caught. Close. You are able to arrest all suspects. Close. I could arrest him and get 5,000. But I want to go up the chain. Can I just... Let's go then. I don't know yet. End the day. We did good, Shift B. We did really good. No one died. I wish I had hope for, but yeah. End the day. We gotta do one more day, I think. What's the time? Yeah. Racist gangs run wild in the city. Investigations into Francis Kendricks could resume. Second tower will be built in Freeburg. Nope. Yeah. Third time the charm. Get that car. People on the road.
The people of Freeburg have built up a tolerance for the petty horrors of modern life. You'll never see crowds gathering around a beaten passerby. Folks rarely even slow to gawk at a car accident. And street theft doesn't turn heads anymore. Been a long time since people got worked up about stuff like that. So when I ran into a troubled crowd on the way to work, I knew there was something serious going on. Something bad enough to knock these people out of their daily rhythm.
Okay.
And we're talking about people who would step over a corpse if it was blocking the door to the coffee shop.
But the coffee shop is
But
important.
apparently all it takes is a bunch of leaflets, or spreading broken glass across Main Street, or releasing a couple of hundred rats in the ice arena.
Yeah, it's true.
The mysterious figure taking responsibility for these strange acts goes by the alias Robespierre. Nobody knows who he is, what he wants, or what all this adds up to, from the buckets of lard spread on the sidewalk to the front door of City Hall covered with ostrich feathers. But this strange cross between childhood pranks and cheap theatrics has got the people all worked up. Everyone understands when some Freeburg crook satisfies the basic human need to rob and kill. But when someone steals a lion from the local zoo and locks him in a cell below the courthouse, the people start asking questions.
Has that happened often in your town?
Myself, I kind of like this Robespierre. It's not just the pranks he's pulling or his green bull's head emblem. I just like his funny nickname. Robespierre? Really? Who does that make me? The Marquis de Lantenac? I don't think so. In the old books about revolutions, I fancy myself the old gunner who goes off to war with a bag of damp powder. Or maybe the innkeeper who tops up the beer kegs with mop water. It's something to think about.
Interesting fella. Martin Stett is your new deputy. Okay. I think I forgot to feed my fish back at the house. Can I have the day off? No! Yes, but come tomorrow, cause you are my best man, and I don't want you to be broken. So yeah, you can do. It's okay. You seem tired as well. I think our team can handle most of the things. I would be sorry to have you not there, but yeah. New records can be obtained as a gift or a thank you for your service, but why wait when you can refill your collection now? Interesting. Go to catalog. The Ulrich list catalog can always be find a rich assortment. You can always find a rich assortment at the lowest price possible. Pre-order and save. Ooh. What's new? Snag it. Late hour. Huh. Octopus. Eat, drink, repeat. I'm gonna go with the train. I got money for it. And let's go with snag it. I have the money for it. Okay, it's pre-order. So yeah, back. So let's go with the train. See what kind of garbage I got from now. Yeah, well, it's a nice sound to it, yeah. Affairs. The Sands. Sound services. Crime trap. The mafia will falsify special crime in progress report, and all the officers who arrive at the scene will be killed, up to 3 cops. Okay. Investigation trap. The mafia will falsify a special investigation, and the only detective who arrives at the scene will be killed. Only one detective. The mafia will threaten a member of the community before heading into prosecutor's office. Okay, good to know. Your new assistant is no Kendrick, but he is not as useless as he might seem. He can handle some of your duties when you're pressed of time, but lunch is on you along with any other expenses. Okay. Deputy. Police Academy. Send your staff to training. Barbecue. Send your employees to an informal outdoor party. Hire a snitch. Pay an employee to gather important information for you. 3,000. Consulting detective, an experienced but a detective who will assist your investigations. For modern fee 50,000. Oh yeah. Buy silence or buy names. I'm not gonna send my money on you, to be honest. Bonds. Need training. Go. And let's head out to do this now, when we have the people here. Bunch and Vandal. That should be good. I want to send a SWAT on that one, but I want to keep it.
911 in progress.
This woman was an honest servant to the city. Today she was buried with military honors. No one cares. Theft. Bonds and Robbins. Bigfoot Athletics shoe shops. A shoe store clerk reports 2 teenagers found the most expensive sneakers on display, tried them on, and then, without paying, ran out the shop wearing the new shoes. Proceed. They are fast, they are new shoes. You have to be faster. Yeah. You are at the point. Report. Offender caught. Nothing else. Bunch got a bit more upgraded. Case closed. All suspects are in custody. Perfect. Perfect.
Officer on scene.
Okay, theft.
Like we have a
The teenagers are
situation.
standing around smoking not far from the store, admiring their new shoes. Yeah, I should have guessed. Attempted murder. A man returned from work earlier than usual, found his young wife in bed with her lover. The maid called the police when she saw the husband taking a hunting rifle from the wall cabinet. Send all. We have officers returning home to base in a matter of seconds, so... Municipal assignment. Today in Freeburg we are hosting the premiere of Back to the Future. The film's distributors have asked the city for an officer to stand at the door to ensure the visitors don't bring their handheld cameras into the theater. One of the good or one of the worst? Let's go with one of the good. Okay, we have a few people's back, and we have this one.
410A complete.
Attempted murder. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Ooh-yeah! Good going, guys. I love you. You did a good job. They're really working it out now.
412A in progress.
Freeburg Elementary School. I don't like that. A young father, deprived of his parental rights, tried to pick up his daughter from school. When he was not allowed access, he attacked the teacher, knocked her to the ground, started kicking her. I have the worst fucking team left. Go. I don't care, go. Alright, what do we have here? Ulrich Beer, City Center. Mr. Boyd, I have various sensitive issue with a mutual friend, Charles Dial. Said you could help me with this. As you may already know, I own the largest music store in Freeburg. Recently, my ex-wife got half my record collection in lawsuit. There's a lot of rare records. My ex is very afraid of the police and always tries to act like a law-abiding citizen. If some of your young guys went over to her in uniform and told her those records were evidence in an important investigation, she might just smile and give them whatever they asked for, not even check the warrant. So this is an informal thing, so let's... You two go. You have to... Fine, wherever. Go, just go. Jack, I have something for you. Something going down today at engineering plant at 2209. We wouldn't want any police crashing the party. I think 4,000 should be enough for such a request. 2209. Okay.
210 in progress.
I don't have any officers in. I don't have any officers in.
412A completion.
Offender caught, unharmed, civilian killed. Huh? Right. I need to get officers in. Chief, we helped Ullersberg and thank us. Give us the Gennaro Crespo album, The Master. True, follows her first glam, so she's really sad that she was at the bar by the time the shift ended. Yeah, thank you. Let's see that. I haven't gotten it yet. Put on a song. I have the music load, by the way, so but it's still here. Still haven't any officers for this. Come on, officers, get back there. You have 10 seconds to get back to fucking police station. 8, 7, 6. There we go. Take the fucking retard. Go. 2209 is said somewhere. We're gonna ignore.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation.
Disorderly conduct. All the lights are on, but when the policeman arrived, the museum caretaker explains that he only had a job a couple of weeks and he worried that it was going to be fired over this foolishness. The police coming down and he points out the bathroom stall that the artist locked himself inside. A terrified young man holding a knife insists that he was engaged in some kind of performance art and that no one understood him. He refuses to surrender and threatens to stab himself. Tell me more about your work.
210 complete.
Yes. Good call. Good fucking call. We're getting up to the deadline till 2209.
911 in progress.
This was the one. He just received a call from a groundskeeper at the machine factory. He spotted two offenders stealing aluminium from the factory through a hole in the wall. I was not about to do anything about that. This is the one the mafia sent us. I could do it and refuse the mafia and get myself killed. I'm just not gonna ignore that one.
911 complete.
Thank you for doing what you asked. Here's the amount you agreed on. Sorry. Couldn't do anything. Car's broken. Jack, you must have seen the newspaper story about Thomas Blaine, the retired cop who went schizophrenic and shot his pregnant woman. To ensure this tragedy doesn't repeat itself, we decided to conduct psychological tests for every cop over 50 years of age. That includes you, Jack. Tomorrow morning, Dr. Eleonora Wattsbury are waiting for you in her office. Don't be late. I'll be as late as I want. I'm the chief. So yeah, and the day. Ta-da! We did it. No one died. You're tired as fuck though, but yeah, we did a good fucking day. So that's it. That's all for today. We did a good job. We got one of the worst people in my team killed, or he got himself killed. You can see it in both ways. But yeah, we did good. I'm starting to like this game. It's getting more and more complicated, and I don't really know what to do about the mafia thingy. But it's a good feature, and I feel like I'm there. Like I can't really do the things I really want to do, but I can't do them because I'm afraid that I will mess up the fucking game instead of messing up my fucking family that he is worried about. So yeah, I feel the pressure. I really feel it. So I will end it here. I'll thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. If you didn't like it, the thumbs down is just next to it. And if you have any thoughts on this game or any ideas, then just hit me up in the comment section. And if you want to see more of This Is the Police and other stuff I do, hit the subscribe button, punch that bell, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye guys!